Hello friends, I am Dr. Ashish Agrawat. Today I am going to discuss about the classification of proteins. Classification of proteins. So they are classified, proteins are classified based on the functions. Okay. One is based on the function. Second is based on the composition, like simple protein or conjugated proteins or derived proteins. Okay. Right. Third, they are classified based on their shape, fibrous or globular. And fourth is based on the nutrition. The amino acid, they are classified based on the structure, based on the polarity, based on the metabolism like ketogenic or glucogenic, okay, and based on the nutrition, essential or non-essential. Like this here, the classification is based on the function, composition, shape, and nutrition. So we will see one by one. So based on the functions, proteins are classified as the catalytical proteins like enzymes. Enzymes are very important in our metabolic reaction. All enzymes are protein except ribozyme, which is RNA plus protein. Then structural proteins like collagen and elastin. Then third is contractile protein like actin and myosin. Then transport protein like hemoglobin, myoglobin, albumin and transferrin. Regulatory proteins or hormones like insulin, growth hormone, ACTH, etc. Then genetic proteins are the histone, which are also called as the nucleoprotein, which is also compound protein. Then protective proteins like immunoglobulin, like IgG, IgA, IgM, okay, gamma, IgM, D and E. Now based on the composition and solubility. So one is simple proteins. So what are the simple proteins? So they are albumin, globulin, okay, protamine, prolamine, lectin. So all these are the simple proteins. We will see in detail. So they contain only amino acid, no other group is there. Okay, so albumin, their molecular weight is 69,000 and it play a very important role. I will make separate video about the plasma protein, right? Then globulin, they are insoluble in water. Albumin, they are soluble in water. Okay, the globulin like alpha and beta globulin, they are also coagulated by heat. Albumin, globulin, both are coagulated by heat. So we want to separate the proteins by precipitation. We use the heat coagulation method. Then third is protamine. They are soluble in water, dilute and acidic, dilute, acid and alkali. They are not coagulated by heat. Albumin, globulin are coagulated by heat, but protamine, they are not coagulated. They are mainly made up of positively charged amino acid, arginine and lysine. They are strong basics, so they will bind with the acidic protein. So protamine zinc insulinate is a common commercial preparation of insulin. So insulin, they are bind with the protamine zinc. Then prolamine, they are soluble in 70 to 80% of alcohol, but they are insoluble in pure water. Okay, soluble in alcohol but not soluble in water. They are rich in proline amino acids. Then lectins. So lectins are precipitated by the 30 to 60% of ammonium sulfates. They have high affinity to the sugar. So example is phytohemagglutinin, and that will agglutinate all RBC and WBC, and concanalavin, that from legumes that will specifically attach to the mannose and glucose sugar. Then scleroprotein, they are insoluble in water and they are soluble only in hot strong acid. They will support the tissue. The example are collagen of the bone, cartilage and tendon, and keratin of the hair and horn and nail. They are scleroprotein. So this is all about the simple protein: albumin, globulin, protamine, prolamine, lectin and scleroprotein. Then conjugated protein. That means apart from the amino acid, there is another group is also there. So they are conjugated protein may be classified is one is glycoproteins. Here the proteins are combined with the carbohydrate. If hydroxy group of the serine and threonine, they bind with the carbohydrate, they will form O type of glycoprotein linkage. And if asparagine and glutamine is there, it is from the N type of glycoprotein linkage. The blood group antigens and many serum protein like FSH, LH, hormones, they are the glycoproteins. When carbohydrate content is more than 10% of the molecule, viscosity is correspondingly increased, and they are sometimes referred to the mucoproteins or proteoglycans. Second is lipoprotein. So these are proteins loosely combined with the lipid, and they will help because lipid are hydrophobic substance. So protein will help in transport. So fat is transported with the help of lipoprotein. Like example is HDL, LDL, VLDL, right? The nucleoproteins, they are attached to the nucleic acid. Example is histone, because DNA carries the negatively charged, so they bind with the positively charged histone and help in the compaction of the DNA. So that 2 meter of DNA that is packed inside the 10 micrometer liter of the cell. Then chromoprotein, they are protein with the color prosthetic group like hemoglobin, which has a group is heme group and color is red. Flavoprotein like riboflavin, color is yellow. Visual purple like vitamin A, color is purple. They are all the example of chromoprotein. Then phosphoprotein like milk protein, casein and vitelline of the egg yolk. This phosphoric acid is esterified to the hydroxyl group of the serine and threonine residue. Then metalloprotein, they contain the metal ion like hemoglobin contain the iron, carbonic anhydrase, okay, that will contain the zinc, tyrosinase contain the copper, cytochrome contain the iron. Then derived protein, they are degraded product of the proteins. So proteins are broken down to peptone, peptides, and then ultimately amino acids. Okay, so these proteose peptones, they are all part of derived proteins. Now we have seen so far based on the function like contractile protein, structural protein, protectile function, transport, they are based on the function proteins are classified. Then we have seen based on the composition like albumin, globulin, lectin, protamine, prolamine, protamine, prolamine, lectin, scleroprotein, they are based on the composition. Now based on the shape, there is two types, fibrous and globular. So globular proteins like albumin, globulins, protamine, they are globular protein. They are spherical in shape. While fibrous protein, they are elongated or needle shaped. The solubility is minimum. So like collagen, elastin, keratin, they are the fibrous protein. Now based on the nutrition value, so nutritionally rich protein like egg protein. So they contain all the amino acids, and incomplete proteins, they lack one or more essential amino acid. So they cannot promote the body growth in children, right? Like pulses, they are deficient in methionine, and cereals lack lysine. So pulses means in Indian term it is like dal. Okay, cereals, that means rice, that is okay. So cereals lack in lysine and pulses lack in methionine. So we take dal and rice together, so that is called the mutual supplementation. So if we combine together, so that there will not be any deficiency, that is called the mutual supplementation. And poor proteins like zein from the corn, they lack the tryptophan and lysine. When more than one amino acid is deficient, that is called the poor proteins. Okay, regarding structure of proteins, I will cover in my next video. Thank you friends for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button, share my video, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you can get notification for my future video also. Thank you. Bye.